All right, we're going to tackle some things here at Texas. But first, I'm going to admit I'm starting to get a little gassed on mipping. There's just a lot going on. And even making the videos, I think, are helpful for the community. So I don't mind doing that. Just, I'm going to do this video at Texas because I wanted to show something specific here. And then definitely take care of that blimp video, and then I might go dark for a while and not make videos, but just do some mipping and then show my progress over time. But the next thing I want to do is a spotter pack, and you can see these are all of the all of the sound files that I'll have to record. But since we're going to be doing the truck series, I want to make a dedicated truck sound pack, spotter pack. And I'm going to have a friend of mine helping me with that. Because basically, I don't want to hear myself calling out, car high, car low, so on and so forth. For these truck seasons coming up. But as far as an actual spotter pack to put out into the community, I'll make one personally, but just like change my voice a little bit. You heard that at Canada. One of the Canadian videos I did, and then you've heard it me saying, hey, get ready now, going green, reach up there and pull those belts tight. So just as an experiment. But anyway, we're going to Texas here. Kind of going full circle. Because we are at Texas for the TSD video. But we have a new truck out on the track. These guys are going 110% AI speeds. So they're at 200 miles an hour at the start finish line. But we have a new truck on the track. Hank Hill from King of the Hill in the Strickland propane Dodge Ram. And wanted to put him out onto the track here because we are changing this race sponsor from Texas Toast to Strickland propane. And you remember some of the things we've changed here. The NASCAR, which we've learned stuff since we made that TSD tutorial even. So we can change that NASCAR logo. And then the Texas Toast, we can make that looking much better. And we're actually going to be making a Strickland propane race logo, which is what I wanted to show you how I go about making a race logo. And we may look at the billboards here, change the billboards. Then we got some stuff on the wall. We got a score tower we should change. And I don't think I've shown how I put the I've always talked about, hey, let's put the PBS banner up, and then we never do. But we'll see if we can put it on the big hotel there. And here's the blimp. We have a blimp video coming. Here's this blimp right now is 124, like 1024 by 1024, like premier quality. There's no reason for it to be that high quality. But you can see we got some work to do getting those body lines going underneath, but it's not going to be worth it. You'll see what I'm talking about when we go into the blimp video. I'm going to press pause so we can take a look at this. But that's the new Goodyear blimp. Got to do some more shading on it and whatnot, but we'll figure her out in the blimp video. But meanwhile, we're going to tackle some things here at Texas. We won't mess with the score tower. We'll just change the NASCAR Cup Series up there. And all this stuff I changed, Craftsman Truck Series will change to NASCAR Cup Series. And then you see this. You can tell that this is, the intention of this is these these letters are like raised off of the building, kind of like letters you'd see outside, like on a strip mall or on any store, really. We're gonna try to make a NASCAR Cup Series logo there that looks like it's raised off the wall as well. We're not gonna worry about those the shadows over the NA and NASCAR, and then as the ER and Series from those lights. We're not gonna worry about that. And I've been thinking about, hey, look at the 76s everywhere. We have a big 76 ball pretty much at every track. No reason to change that. Yeah, we would just be changing that just to change it, and it'd be stupid. I mean, that's such a fixture at tracks that we can just leave that. And there's Ric Flair. Taking care of business. So here we go. So I'm going to show you how I go about making a race logo, because we're going from Texas Toast to the Strickland Propane 175, I think it is. And so all I did was, there was an Alsco race that was held at Texas, and it has this logo but would have Texas here. And I couldn't find a good quality version of it, but I did find this one that was run at Vegas. So, I mean, basically, all I do is go in here. I don't want to copy anything, you know. It seems like people have made stuff on their own. I don't want to copy stuff like that because this stuff looks good. I mean, Chipotle 500 Phoenix. These are very minimalistic logos, which I don't mind at all. I mean, some of these look good. And I mean, those are people that actually have the talent to make something from scratch. I don't have the talent. Maybe I have like a 1 in 50, probably 1 in 30 shot that if I sit down and make a race logo, it'll end up like looking legit, you know. Because there's professional people with a professional eye that know how to do that stuff. But that's not me. But I wanted to get away from using Texas as a silhouette for the logo and just, you know, change it to something different. So I'm going to show you basically just how I go about making these logos. And if you have Affinity Designer, it's all about... we'll have to center everything at the end. It's all about this pen tool. And you can, even if... I'm not sure if GIMP uses pens or what. Pen tools, but... there's probably free vector art programs you can download. Why doesn't that want to center on there? Okay. Maybe I already made this. I did. Okay. I already started this. That's why that wasn't... Let's just refresh here. I already made the... Yeah. So... I already traced one of the... you can see that blue outline here. I'll make it red so you can see. I already traced that. So... and it's just a matter of using your pen tool to trace around that. But what I'm going to do here is make another outline around here. We'll make a couple outlines. The bottom's going to be tricky because you don't know. We lose it behind the numbers. So that'll be good. And then we're going to make... Oh, that's a pain in the butt. That, like, the other ones are lined up, and then this one doesn't want to line up. And then we're going to make this third one here. Come on. As I've said, we'll have to eyeball that one that hides behind the numbers there in a second. So there we go. And these ended up not being straight. I don't know what the deal is there. That's pretty good. And then we're basically going to be substituting the green for the red in the Strickland propane. So first I'm going to find that black background and give it our black. And then probably should make... We're going to be tracing this, so sometimes it's better off to just also have something on the outside so you know exactly what you're tracing. And then next up is this white. We'll get rid of the red outline there. And then finally we are to the inside that we want a gradient situation here. So I'm going to go find our Strickland propane red, which is about that. And then use a gradient on here. And we need a couple gradients here. Grab that red again, so that red is in the... Damn it. I want to grab that red again, so that red is in the center. And it looks like everything's pretty much centered there. That should be perfect. Then go back in here and then match the two colors. I mean, that gets dark over here. Maybe go a little bit darker even. Maybe something like that. And the best way I've learned to do this is go find the hex code and go to the other one, change the hex code there. We're in good shape, but then what happened here? My mouse went rogue. I don't mess with gradients that much, so I'm having a time here. And I need this. I need to get this eye drop. Something's on my mouse pad. It's messing me up. Oh my goodness, come on. I think we did all this already. Yeah, 8006, and then go over here. 8006, there we go. And then get out of my face with that. Now, I want to mess with it in here. That kind of gives the desired effect, you know? That's all we're looking for. I'm kind of eyeballing that, seeing if that's centered. But then we lost the center on this guy. So there we go. That looks good. Then next we'll pretty much wipe all of that out. And make our little parallelogram going across the logo here. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. There's something going. Oh, I have another mouse. I have another mouse plugged in, and it's getting hit by something. Okay. So we're making this white thing going over the front of it. And I want to go grab our white as usual. Give us a black outline for now. And change the skew of this. Make it a little bit taller. That's good. Now these corners might be rounded. They're not going to be square. So in Affinity Designer, sometimes you got to change that number right there. This number right here, you can see changing it. Makes it like a sharp edge. And we have the sharp edges everywhere. So we got our logo looking good right now. And it doesn't look centered, but it's centered. Yeah. So we're pretty much home on this already. Probably do something with this little black, whatever's going on with this black underneath it. It looks like there's like a white situation going underneath that. I don't know if we want to get that in the weeds with all this, but I'm gonna copy what we made there. Change that so we don't have an outline, and then change this color to black, and then tighten her up. And that'll do the trick, but it's actually behind everything. So we'll put it behind everything. It'll look good. The final product will look good. Next up is Strickland Propane. I had grabbed a Strickland Propane logo, somebody made online, put it on, so they could sell it on Etsy and put it on mugs and stuff. But that's not the actual font from the show. This is the font from the show, and I already know. I mentioned my one friend who works on the Archer show on FX, and he can tell you any font, he can tell you right away, even if it's a custom font that was made for somebody. But I've learned a thing or two on what to look for, and I already know what font this is, because I actually tested. I actually found it before the video, and it's a basic commercial. It's called Basic Commercial, and it's actually the font that ESPN used in those purple, like the mid '90s with the purple graphics packages. That is the red, or that is the font that they used for a lot of their things. So that's why I knew I had it, and that's why I knew it looked familiar when I saw it. So then we're putting Strickland Propane right here, and we'll center it. And I mean, does that deserve to be, slanted some? Maybe. see if we can get it to fill up the whole kit and caboodle here. All right. Sorry if I'm sniffling and whatnot. Just the temperatures, the temperature keeps fluctuating. Whenever the temperature fluctuates, and in the change from summer to fall and then winter to spring, my sinuses are just jacked. And right now, I live near Pittsburgh, and it's like 30 degrees when you wake up at 7 a.m. and then at 12 o'clock it's like 70, then it goes back to 50, and my sinuses just don't like it. I get sinus headaches, I get congested. It's just bad news bears. So anyway, we're not worrying about this linen and uniform rental services, because that's not what Strickland propane is. We're gonna have to put a number on here. But first, I want the Strickland propane star, and that's actually not the best quality. So let's go find a better quality star. And this will probably do the trick. And it's funny when people make stuff like this. I don't have any problem, you know, quote unquote, stealing this from them to use it, because they're they're just making they just have stuff online that they're making money off of. And you can see they even got the font wrong. So get out of here. You can see there's a lot of pixelation around the star. We'll see if we can grab how well we can grab this without losing too much of the quality of it. Should have put a green screen behind here to see exactly what we're taking. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. Unless we go find a better logo. I mean, if I was making a shirt, you know, to sell or something, and I would want it to be perfect, then yeah, I would go find something. Or we could even trace this right now. That wouldn't even be that hard to trace that. If I really needed a perfect logo, we could just trace that. But I'm not concerned about that at all. There's definitely a centering issue here, because it wants to snap to something. And those are all centered, but I don't know. So we could do that. We could even, if we had a bigger star, a better quality star, we could even do that and try to work that into it. And even that looks pretty good, but that looks like the Star Trek logo, you know? We're missing the actual star part of it. So we'll just stick to our original plan there. Make this a little bigger, but then we'll lose that centering we just did. And if you're really concerned about the little white around here, what I do is give it an outline. Basically the trick we use on the TSD files, give it an outline that matches what you're dealing with. but it's a gradient behind there, so it's not going to work. And I also want to change it from outside to center. You can see it just got a little bit nicer. You can look at it again. We were outside and then we changed it to center, and it just ends up looking better. So we'll keep it like that. So Strickland propane is done. We don't need Arlen, Texas. We can get rid of that. We have Manitoba cigarettes, which I'm trying to remember why I grabbed. Probably can put that at Canada. So we'll do that later. So we got everything we need right now. We have our Strickland propane. Not sure we want to make this. Seems more like a road course kind of thing. And that will just be a matter of tracing these pretty much individually. And I'm not going to do that this video. Next up, we just need a race number, or distance number, you know. That's good. I might have to end up centering these one at a time when we're finished, just to center the whole logo. Now we need a font. This works. I didn't want to go with like a racing, you know, racing font that has, because we could go with that. I mean, we got a bunch of racing fonts. The tricky thing has to do with kerning. You can see there's a bigger difference between a bigger distance between the 1 and the 7 and the end of the 7 to the 5, and we can kind of fiddle with that. That's not how you fiddle with that, but that's good. We actually got to make it smaller, because this has got to be, this is going to be the silver, something like that. It's not getting the weeds here. And then we want firstly a black outline. Probably something like that. And then I'm going to group it so I can put another outline on it, but this time our white. Make it a little bigger. And then we need another black outline around this, which is group it again, outline, black. That should do the trick. In all the outlining, we lost like the hard edges around here. There's a way to fix that. But let's just go ahead and get the gradient on our text, though. Which we want a color wheel. A lot of programs come with like presets on, you know, do you want metal gradient? Well, here you go. Yeah, we'll do something like that. You could go all in on these gradients and just keep on adding more and more on the inside of them. We're not worried about that. So I mean, that's what we got our logo looking like. And we'll wipe out everything. And that just doesn't look good. So what I want to do is change this text. Change this font to something else. And it might end up having to be the one of the racing fonts here. Let's see if we can get this to play ball. That doesn't look good either. Then all the next ones we grab are all going to look like crap as well. No. There's one of our racing fonts right there. There we go. What is this? Let's change this to 100. 100. We'll have to center all this stuff again. Yeah, I'm kind of falling short on what I want to do with the number here. That's not it at all. The next one that pops out, we're just grabbing. I say that and then just avoid the one that jumped out at me, no problem. The next one that makes us stop in our tracks, we're just using. I'm afraid to do it now. Dash Horizon. That was the one that stuck out. So that's the one we're using. And we'll make this bigger. Something like that. I mean, and that's going to be our logo. That's going to be our race logo. And we'll knock that out. But now we want to end up centering all this. Make sure all of this is centered. Bam. We were working a little bit off center because the logo was off center in the thing we grabbed. And then, so the logo is totally completely centered except for this. What happened here? That wasn't like that in the logo. Yeah, that didn't do that. Yeah, the left is longer than the right on that black thing. So that works. So that's our logo, done, and we'll be putting that into the onto the track. And it looks like all the black we used on the outline is the same. So we'll be able to use the black trick when we put this on the track. Okay, good. Now, I want to see what I've grabbed so far at Texas. Scoreboard, the wall, that victory lane, and then the 2 billboards, but we've never grabbed all of the mipping we did here in the TSD tutorial. I never actually grabbed TSD event, which is right there, MIP Explorer, and then we'll actually go into the unpack folder and see what else we need to grab. Well, we need to grab that. Big Garage 01A. I'm trying to think if I've actually grabbed that yet. No, I haven't. I've grabbed a bunch of other ones. But we're grabbing Big Garage, TSD event, and NASCAR we gotta grab. And we want to grab the hotel. Where was the what was the hotel? Because we want to put the PBS banner up there. I'm guessing that was it. Building 04. Because nothing else is... I don't think anything else really sticks out. All the grandstands. Fort Worth, Denton County. Let's grab those too, because I think I'm gonna change those to... It's a nice flat logo there. I might want to change it to our Raceline Central. NASCAR, we can... I think we need to grab that anyway and make it better. We got Score Tower 01A. That's the flag stand, we're fine. TSD event we need to grab. And then TSD logo 01. We want to change that probably to something King of the Hill related. I mean, we're just going through the motions again now, but I just wanted to show you how I go about making a race logo, and that might not even be the final logo. Like that was something that that was just something I was showing you how I go about doing it, but I wasn't going to sit there for an hour and a half trying to figure out the exact perfect font. So let's go grab everything we need to grab here. Deep in the heart of Texas. We do need NASCAR 910.3, which is going to be what we want, because 911 is the transparency map. We don't want to deal with the transparency map, and also this is going to end up being 1010.33 because we're going to be increasing the size on this. So we got NASCAR, then we wanted our TSD event, and this was 911.33, but this will end up being 1010.33, and we use a transparency map for this in the game right now because of the TSD tutorial, but we're not going to be using that going forward. NASCAR, wall NASCAR, we got that already. Big Garage 01 we needed, because we're changing that NASCAR racing. I couldn't even find that NASCAR Grand National Series on there anywhere. Didn't really look hard though. 810.23. That's done, and then building 04A. That's got to be that hotel. 1010.23. And then Fort A, 91133, but this will end up being 10. This will end up being 10 as well. And we need those Texas logos at the bottom. 81133. But you know the drill. Those numbers will be changing. And we're ready to go. Track MIPS. Let's throw throw all these into Texas here. Make this smaller. And we have our billboards. We'll change the billboards. Let's take care of everything we just grabbed first. We won't deal with the NASCAR logo on the wall or on the building there yet. Strickland propane, we want to keep that because we want to export that logo. But first, here's our hotel. And it's tough to know exactly where we're at here. And what faces what. But we'll be fine. Atlanta 80s. I put one at the Atlanta 1980s track right here. It's gonna look pretty small because the hotel's pretty big, but we'll make it pretty big. We'll just cover. A lot of people in those rooms aren't going to be seeing the race that well because I don't know where that exported, but we got that done. Next is we don't need building 4 anymore. Garage, no. Let's not do the TSD. Well, that's all we have left now are the TSDs. And so we'll grab the Fort Worth A and B. This was 512 by 32. And if we want to, we can make this much bigger, double the size of it. 1024 by 64. There you go. And let's see what that Raceline Central looks like on here. Because I probably could put 2 of them back to back. Wish I knew what font that was. See, that's not gonna look good. That's not gonna look good on the grass. So Fort Worth. Let's see if we know what font this is. That might be it right there. Arial? You guys really went with Arial here? It's like Arial Bold. And we're using our one of our tricks here. So wait a minute, how did this look? It was just all the way to the right. Okay. We'll give it some room to breathe over there. Yep, and then we want this to be, this background to be a little bit different of the white. Just enough that we won't be able to tell the difference. That should be good. And we got the H over there. We're in good shape there. And we'll grab. We don't need the transparency maps for those anymore. Fort Worth. / Denton County. I'm glad I looked to see if that slash got cut off, and it did. Yep. We don't need those anymore. And so we got our new Fort Worth, Denton County bull crap going on. And then NASCAR, we're just making this bigger. 1024. And I think this was one of those that we wanted to like thin out some. If memory serves. Where it's like stretched out a little bit. I think like that. And we're using our black trick around here. NASCAR, ping, that's done. We don't need you anymore. TSD event. This is where we're putting our logo in now. This is 1024 by 1024. Double the size. And then let's go grab our logo. So what I want to do is grab everything that's part of the logo. Make a new file, save it. Text race logo. And then bring it in here. Do we have the edges? Good. Good. So that's going to be our race logo. And I haven't really been worrying about putting the... I hate that 175. I'll change that somewhere else. I haven't really worried about putting grass overlays on all these. I've shown you how to do it, and it ends up looking good. But that's just a whole next... That's a whole other step. I just don't feel like dealing with right now. So TSD event is right there, so we don't need the actual bitmap we got from the game. And then finally, or penultimately, are these logos down by the apron, which are 256, and we'll just make them 512. Double the size as usual, and then let's see if we can scale up Dale's Dead Bug. With it looking good. And it's not. So let's see if we can find a Dale's Dead Bug logo. Because I think I actually grabbed that, what I just had, I grabbed that from that picture right there. Because it's small on the truck. That's a bigger... I thought that was actually going to be... That's a screenshot from Bob's Burgers I just saw. I don't think we're going to get a good... We're not going to get a good high quality image of this anywhere. That might be as close as we get. I mean, the whole point is to have this looking big, or have this looking, you know, high quality. You know, can always trace the individual letters, but just we'll keep in mind on what we're doing here. We're not sending something out into the galaxy representing the human race. You know, with this is. I'm definitely not in uncharted territory. I mean, there's been people that have made King of the Hill cars before. I mean, we're going to have to go with... probably go with this one. And firstly, let's bring that pink over, because we'll probably be using that as a background, because what I want to do is actually grab all this pink out of here. There are professionals out there that would know how to handle this, like how to crisp up this text. I don't know how to do that. I could Google it and figure it out if, again, this was life and death. So right now, we're at 100% right now. And let's grab that pink. And I mean, make this bigger, perhaps. Oh, I know what to do. Hang on. Because you can see this is all pixelated, and it's still going to look pixelated, but now we just have to kind of match. We did not find any threats. Very good. We want to match that red. We're going to do a color overlay here. It's more like a brownish. So there's our 100. So, and I mean, that ends up looking pretty decent because it's from a cartoon. Let's not lose our minds, and we can make that the entire size of the you know, the image, and just have a white background around it. But actually, let's have a little bit of fun with this. And put a brown border around it. Grab our brown we've been using. Yeah. And this one might actually be, this might actually be worth putting a grass overlay on. Just to make it look a little bit not as good, you know? Like, and where did I updated the Daytona logo, and I think I have a grass overlay in this. Pretty sure I do. Yeah. Does it look like that's on grass? It does now. I don't know. TSD logo 1. We'll get rid of that. And while we're here, might as well, now that we're here, trying to remember which one. Yeah. So now that one has a grass situation. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. So that's done. NASCAR's done. We don't need that anymore. Or we might still need that. We want to put other logos on the track here. But Texas TSD logos, we don't need any of these now. So we've done everything. We got the Fort Worth everything. Then we want to update. The billboards. Which it looks like these are all in the shade. Let's keep NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on one of them. Let's actually make that white. We usually go with black. That ended up being centered here. Yeah. Lowe's. Yeah, we stripped Lowe's from its just all of its agency at Charlotte. So we'll keep that here. And then this Verizon. What do we got over on this one? Waste management, AC. Yeah, we have a waste management driver in our next season. AC spark plugs, AC racing. My initials AC. I'll just keep that there. And then Gary's shoes, Al Bundy, and then Duff Beer, Homer Simpson. So we'll keep all those. But over here, let's do Strickland propane. But we know the deal. I mean, we just did this. Let's see if we still have it saved. Oh, we do. Probably already have it. Still on its own. Nice. And we'll put something like that, and then no. Grab Strickland propane again. Change the skew of it so it's just 100. What is that grabbing now? Oh, that's grabbing both of them. 20. Strickland propane. Yeah. That works, I suppose. And we ain't done yet. Taste the meat, not the heat. Yeah, don't need the comma. And we'll go with our Gotham Black for readability. Oh yeah. This star is a pain in my butthole, but we're fine. And then go grab this white. And we want it to match. It's gonna be like right beside the Lowe's, so you want it to kind of match how the Lowe's looks. That's pretty good. Because they're both white backgrounds. That star is just messing us up. There we go. Oh yeah, brother. That's even, Steven, and then taste the meat, not the heat. Bring that down. That'll be good. Billboards are done, and then we ended up not messing with billboards too. We did the building, we did the fort, we did NASCAR. Frickin' score tower. Which this will be easy. We just got to do this 4 times. And we already have the shadows here. Looks like we just have to make this once. And then copy it 4 times. There's a lot of chaos in this one. So we'll get rid of you, bring you up. Bring you up. And then we'll tile this across, and then those little I don't know what's going on with those things in the middle of that. I don't know what this pixel is. Nothing changed when I deleted it, so. But we don't need any of that. So that's all done, and then we're just gonna we'll just put black behind this. We already have the correct height for what we're doing, so I'm gonna do that. Make it black. That should be fine. So score tower's done. We got the logo. We got to do the wall still, and that's a tight. This is a tight. You'll see what I mean here. I mean that's what we have to deal with in the game, and it's scrunched for sure, but it's scrunched on the track as well. So. Where have we done NASCAR Racing Series at? Or NASCAR Cup Series. And we actually took that. We didn't even put Craftsman Truck Series. Let's just keep the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Let's just keep that on the wall because we've taken that off everywhere else. Away from the track, you know. And we still got to do the victory circle thing here too, so we'll keep that on the wall. I was thinking we were gonna put NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on another thing. Anyway, let's change all these to white, and I actually had to draw a shadow here to match what was in the game, but let's get the 99 by 48. That's pretty close. We'll put you there. Put you there. Put you there. But y'all have to be under your respective shadows like that. And we'll put boobs right here. Just our calling card. And you gotta have some fun sometimes, you know. And then, lastly is the this garage that we wanted to make this look like, you know, NASCAR Cup Series raised on it. And we can do this. We can do this. And this should be easy. Pocono. I did a bunch at Pocono. I'm grabbing both of these, but I want to make this black on here. Which means I want to go grab the black NASCAR. Ew, we got some work to do here. Or oh, you bastard. What are you doing? We're gonna do our rectangle trick here. And my ore was me thinking, hey, we have Grand National Series up on the top. All these little things here in the middle, those aren't there. Those really aren't there. And we got a little bit of red here. We're not going. We're not trying to win the Super Bowl here. So let's try to win the Super Bowl. Save. Oh, do that. Throw that in there. Or no, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to grab for another part of it. And cover you up, you son of a bitch. And we lost our... we lost our lines or whatever. So, might as well try to grab those. I didn't grab it at all. I don't know what I was... Oh, it's because it's below it. There we go. And put one over here by the shitters. So we'll see how this looks. But I think I've just totally avoided what I've been trying to talk about, which was let's put Craftsman Truck Series here instead of NASCAR Cup Series. I'm trying to remember where I've had a long NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series thing at Pikes Peak, maybe? Yeah. Nice. And then NASCAR, Craftsman, Truck Series. All this will be on this wall. Hopefully. Yep, crashed. But thankfully, I think I saved everything. All the, rectangle moves we made. Pretty sure I saved all that. Yeah, we're fine. That was a big clutch play by me, saving that. Let's go back into the muck. Craftsman Truck Series. I mean, that'll be it. And we'll make this. Let's go grab our red. And we'll give that a red flare. And then the outline. We'll go with our white. Oh my god. We'll really thin that out. Something like that, and then that's all well and good, but then you also need another outline on it. Just the smallest little bit. And then finally a shadow of some kind. Looks like it's going southwest. Stop it. Don't want it to be that wild. Don't want it to be that wild. Something like that. Change the opacity somewhat. I tell you what, that actually doesn't look bad. It looks like it's, on there like what I like the desired effect. Actually, hey, we'll see how that looks. I think that's gonna look good. And you're saved, and then we're ready to mip and roll. Rock and roll. so, let's take care of business. We gotta bitmap all this junk. Billboards, yeah. 01, score tower. Winter circle, boobs. Big garage. What was this? Oh yeah, I thought this was building 4 that we changed. That should be it, right? I believe so. And then we'll put all these MIP numbers in here, and hopefully if you've been following along, you'll know all these moves that we have to make here now. Big garage, we don't have to change at all. This is going to be 81023. And does not look like there's a transparency color there involved in that, so that's fine. So big garage 01's done. Billboards 01A 101033 with a transparency pink. Building 04A is going to be the hotel 101023. And then if you're ever dealing with this and you have a big picture, make sure you scroll down to see if there's a transparency color you gotta hit. But it doesn't look like we need one. Fort A. Here's our Fort Worth, and then these are the ones that are gonna change now because we made them bigger. This is gonna be 101033. 101033, and then we pick that white invisibility color. Fort B is going to be the same thing. 101033. Pick the off invisibility color. We're done there. Fort B is winner. NASCAR. This is one that's going to change, and we changed the scrunchiness of it. This is going to be another 101033. And pick that black color. NASCAR's done. Score tower. This is just wham bam. 91033. 91033. Let's make sure there's no transparency color there. There was a transparency color somewhere that I made a mental note of, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. Winter circle, maybe. TSD event. This is going to be another 101033. And then we'll grab that transparency color. And you can see there's a bigger difference between the black. When we put that grass overlay, there's a bigger difference. So we probably could have went back and changed that black a little bit. So we're probably going to have like a little bit of a darker outline around the logo now. But we're fine. Did I export that? I did. TSD event. TSD logo. This is going to be Dale's Dead Bug. And we made this one bigger as well. So this might be 91033. Yeah. And no invisibility color because that takes up the whole deal there. And then winner circle. Yeah, here's the transparency map we got to grab. And no, this is the one with. Yeah, this is the one with the transparency map, or the invisibility color. Winner circle 91023. Now we've been doing this enough that I'm pretty confident everything's going to be just money in the bank. Other than the things I've called out that might look wrong. You know, like black outline around the logo and whatnot, but this should be all looking fantastic.
Drivers, to your cars.
Blimp's looking good. All right, score tower is the first thing, and you're never up here to see this close, and they know that, so they're just like, whatever. PBS Sports, we got to fix that over there. I already see just the way it was tiled. It looks like poop. It was just tiled a certain way on the in the folder. We just have to fix that. There's Strickland Propane. Taste the meat, not the heat. Here's the, like, these wall logos just aren't going to look good. It's scrunched. It's just not going to look good. But that looks nice. That looks fine. I probably could go find that Verizon Wireless somewhere. So that was cut off. So where's the other half of it? Is it but like behind it? I don't know. But we'll find that and kick its ass. And we're heading down the long back stretch, and this score tower is the same deal as the other one. As we get close, the quality is piss. It doesn't matter. Gary's shoes, all that. We weren't concerned about that. How about the Grand National Series? Meant to actually look for that. Couldn't find it anywhere. But here's our NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on the building. It's not gonna look. I mean, it's just not intended to be seen from that up close, you know. From this far away, it's like, oh man, look at that! Look at those cool letters on that wall. Nice. And then we got our victory lane. We got boobs right there. Perfect. NASCAR. I'm trying to figure out. If you remember the beginning of the video, we definitely fixed the edges around there. And I was reading about something. Those second numbers we put in, like 10, 10, 3, 3. Those 3 3s, one of them is like stretched, one of them is tiled, one of them is, I think, if I would change those numbers around, we could fix that. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't look oblong or, you know, out of whack. But we did not end up finding the Grand National Series anywhere. Okay, here's Dale's Dead Bug on the grass. See, those look good. Like, those look like they're on the grass, man. Those just look good. Dale's Dead Bug, Dale's Dead Bug. But I tell you what, we are bleeding onto the track. Some there. That is not the desired effect. We're gonna fix that, but hell yeah. This, there you see that real faint, I mean, I see it because I'm used to, and I know what I'm looking for, but you can see, compared to the NASCAR one we just looked at, you can see there's like a sharp black outline around here. That's because that grass overlay, and we should be seeing the same black around here, but you can't because it's so closely mimicking the black on there that you can't see it, but because of the grass overlay lightening up the logo, we're able to see it here better. It's just a matter of going back and eyedropping the black, or changing the background black color to something lighter. But what do we want to do here? Oh, how about Fort Worth Denton County with that white? That looks good. I mean, we made this and ended up having this looking better. Nothing you can really do about that. You know, the pixelization, quote unquote, around the W and the lettering and whatnot. It is what it is. So what do we want to do? We want to fix the Dale's Dead Bug things. And fix PBS and maybe experiment with NASCAR. Okay. Alright, let's take this home. Track Mipping Texas. The wall looked good. The billboards looked good. We had to fix this. This cut off. So we'll do that. That's good. Fort Worth and everything look good. NASCAR. Let's export it, and then we're going to go check out Mystical's WinMip tutorial thing. And then this logo, we wanted to change this black to a little bit of a closer black that resembles, you know, the grass overlay situation. It'll be a little bit better. And Dale's Dead Bug we had to bring up some. So we're going to do that. Bring our grass overlay up. And now that it is not taking up the entire situation, we need a transparency color here, which can just be black. I was going to use pink, but there's pink in the logo itself. So black should be a fine transparency color for that. Those two we don't need. The big garage thing we don't need. And that's everything we wanted to fix. We got that. 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 And that. And building 1010 what? 101023. No transparency on this. NASCAR, we'll deal with that last. TSD event, this is 101033. We know these numbers. So that'll look a little bit better on the against the grass now. It looked fine to begin with. 91033. Black transparency. And then NASCAR. Now we want to go find I thought I had this hey, look. Cool. I don't know if that's just like personalized Google searches or what. So, here you go. Because it's 91033. Horizontal, stretch, no tile. Vertical only. Braked. Horizontal only. I don't know. I mean, value 0. The texture is tiled like a mosaic. Several copies of the texture are aligned vertically. Several copies of the texture are aligned on. The texture is stretched. Yeah, take a look at the original MIP, and that's the one we did. So I guarantee these other ones will just be poop. But let's experiment. Firstly, that's NASCAR good. And then this will be 1010. Let's just go 101003 and see what that does. actually don't know what it's going to do. That doesn't seem like it changed anything there. But Strickland Propane, you can see we lost a lot of that black bullshit around the logo, which is good. And then Dale's Dead Bug, we brought that up from the bottom of the track. That looks good. And then PBS Sports, we're going to get over here eventually. That looks good. It just seems like we moved it to the right and then it moved over to the left in the game. So, whatever. We'll see what that looks like. Man, they're going 3 wide here. What are they doing? There's Hank Hill's truck. I gotta fix the Strickland Propane font on there to match what I found. But PBS Sports up on the hotel, if I wanted to see. How's that look in the rear view? Oh yeah. And then the logos there look good, and then PBS. And that was it. And then Strickland Propane here on the billboard. So there you go. You can experiment with those numbers to see exactly what they do. I just want to find a way to get that NASCAR to look different. Not okay. We tried 0. Let's try 1. That opened up my stupid HitFilm Express. Not stupid. It's a great program, HitFilm Express. But so changing that number to 0 didn't, or changing it to 1 didn't do anything. Changing it to 2 probably won't do anything. So we might just be we might just be stuck with how the NASCAR looks there, which who cares? But this all looks good, and that grass overlay, it just looks so good when you put it on there because it dulls the bright red. It looks like it's on the grass. Looks awesome. So there's Texas. Coming up this week is going to be the blimp video, which we're not in the race right now.
Drivers, to your cars.
There she is. We'll be taking care of the blimp. But everything else looks good. Thanks for watching.